Gonna hit the road, learn about life and the universe. Gonna put our money in a skin-colored purse. Gonna do something brave. Gonna face our fears. Gonna step up, be men, and take a gap year.
Hold on. These guys just going on a holiday?
No, it's a gap year. Enrich our minds, maybe catch a play.
It really does sound like it's a holiday.
No, because we're gonna see the USA in an educational way.
It's the definition of a holiday.
We'll research American beers, so let's have 3 cheers as it's perfectly clear that we're definitely on a gap year.
Holiday!
Gap year! Gap year! Gap year! Stop it! Gap year, please. Thank you.
Welcome back to Hamish and Andy's Gap Year. Well, friends, pretty exciting part of the show now.
Wouldn't have thought so.
Since we've got here, I, as Andy's love coach, have also been his ultimate wingman.
Self-appointed on both.
No matter where Andy went, his best friend and ultimate wingman was there, helping him find women. But I realised there was a problem. I realised even I, the ultimate wingman, had made a mistake. I was taking Andy out to meet girls. Lucky dip. That's why this week I had a bit of a brainwave. I thought, let's bring girls in to meet Andy a little bit better.
No, weird.
Behind Andy's back, for the past 2 weeks, I have been busy building a fake dating show. Built the sets, I had it bought in, I put ads out in the newspapers to get contestants. I got a lot of responses, dozens of responses. I managed to whittle that down to 3 girls who came here to the plastics factory just a few days ago under the guise that this was an Australian dating show. The stage was set. Andy came into the plastics factory unbeknownst to him, just so he was coming in to hang out. Little did he know, thanks to his ultimate wingman, a miracle was about to happen. Well, this is the end of a very long and optimistic road. Let's do it. Ando, can I have a quick word out here? No, come out here.
You look nice.
Thank you. I've done something.
What?
I've done a great thing. Is building the set for a fake dating show then getting contestants that think it's a real dating show whilst all the time keeping it a secret from your best friend easy? No, it actually requires heaps of effort. What a stupid question.
This isn't gonna work. This is so far from going to work. It's only because he's gone to so much effort that I'm gonna do this. Because behind that door is nothing good. Nothing.
Hey fans, it's Australia's newest but still favourite dating game show, Mr. Needs a Sister.
Some say love, it is a river. Well, let's get in a 4-person kayak and whitewater raft down that river as we introduce our Mr. Andy Love Lee. Come on in, mister. All right, we've met our mister. Now it's time to meet our sisters. Would you please welcome Christy, Blessed, and Rose. All right, here they are. When I put the casting call out for contestants, I was a little bit worried girls wouldn't want to appear on a low-budget Australian dating TV show. Then I remembered it's America and people want to appear on any type of TV show over here.
I'd like to say hi, Andy. My name is Blessed, and if the mister picks this sister, your life will definitely be blessed.
I've been missing a little bit of excitement in my life, so hopefully you can bring it.
Let's see if your personality's as colourful as your T-shirt there, champ. Okay. Before Mr. Needs a Sister began, we had our mister fill out a questionnaire and he wrote down the questions he most wants to ask you sisters. Just in case he forgot them, here they are written out on cards.
As a wingman, I knew he'd be in shock, so yeah, I wrote those questions.
Just straight from the card, thanks, mister.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't grow a beard very well. How would you make me feel better about this?
Well,
Were the questions I wrote cruel? Under the rules of cruel to be kind, no. They were kind. Ultimate game show wingman. Brings us to the end of the first round, fans. I'm going to take the mister away for a confessional sessional. Talk amongst yourselves, ladies. We'll be right back after this. Mr. Reviewer. They are all over you. This is crazy.
This is all over.
They are going nuts for you.
They just want to win. These things don't last.
Oh, shut up. Stop being a prize and stop being such a pansy.
Our next contestant is Ultimate Wingman. Pheromones are super important when you're finding a lady. And as an Ultimate Game Show Wingman, it's my job to develop a game where girls can get a whiff of him. But I have to be clever about it. Ladies, this is your chance to inspect the goods. Let's scratch and sniff to a mister. Okay. I was vibing him saying to me, let me show them how good I am at kissing. And I was trying to vibe back, it's all right, Andy, I've developed a game for that. It's foolproof. Mister, would you please hold the paint up to your face and passionately kiss it? Let's inspect the technique. Give it all, give it your all. No, really, give it some.
There's no passion at all, come on.
Yeah, it is a plane of glass.
Kind of like when you're in 3rd grade and you're practicing on your hand.
this is first
See it on
base. What's gonna happen when you get to all the other bases?
Mister, kiss that glass. Sing it, girls.
Come on, kiss that glass.
Kiss that glass. Kiss that glass. Kiss that glass. Let's see some tongue.
Kiss that glass. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Please give it back. God, get a room with the glass, mister, you pervert. We'll be right back. Do clap.
No, don't clap.
Do clap, but also stay tuned because you're minutes away from finding out which sister ends up with the mister. Don't go anywhere. We'd come right down to the wire with Mr. Needs a Sister. Andy had sat there through a lot of rounds. It was time to decide which one of the contestants he would end up with. Please enjoy. All right, we're back to Mr. Needs a Sister. Wingmanning rule number 1, let your mate choose the girl. Wingmanning rule number 1A, let the girls choose your mate. 1A beats 1, by the way. Well, here at Mr. Needs a Sister, we're not your average dating show. We believe the girl that wants you the most is your true soulmate. In Sister Grabs a Mister, basically the mister is secured in the middle of the grabbing pyramid. The sister who wants him the most drags him out her edge of the grabbing pyramid. Do we have any closing statements from our sisters? Blessed.
I deserve Mr. because I've been single and celibate for so long, and I feel like he is the angel that I've been blessed with.
All right, let's peek under the angel's skirt, hopefully. And the winner is Ultimate Wingman. What has professional women's wrestling taught us? Girls like to fight. Let them fight. 3, 2, 1, grab that mister! Grab him! Grab him! Who's gonna get that mister? Strong Sisters looks like it could be heading out Rose's edge of the love pyramid! Sisters are unbelievable! Unbelievable! Whoa! Blessed has ended up grabbing the mister out the side of her love pyramid. Andy, mister, meet your sister! I did it. After all these weeks, I got Andy a date. My work is done. Look forward to wingmanning your children, Andy and Blessed. Have fun. It's not a pocket. Ultimate Wingman. After all these weeks, finally got Ando a date. And yes, after we told the girls that it wasn't the realest of dating shows, she still wanted to go on a date with him. Still worked.
Lucky, great.
Great girl.
Good stuff.
And now Andy's official girlfriend.
No.
Print it, new idea.
No, don't.
Print it.
Hamish versus Andy.
Last week,
it's catching fire, literally.
In Hamish vs Andy, Ham was victorious during bin racing, which saw us both inside bins for a 60-yard dash that took 2.5 hours within Central Park.
Ando and I were very, very excited when an alert viewer called Michelle, I believe, emailed in and spotted at the end of last week's bin racing a celebrity walking past in Central Park.
Binners! Winners are binners!
Bang! Christy Hinds was going for a walk in Central Park. Massive fan of bin racing.
Yes.
Obviously, she's playing it cool. Obviously, very starstruck there to be part of a bin racing race.
We can confirm she wasn't paid to go to the event, Ham.
She was not. She's just a genuine fan of the sport. Richard Gere was there too, but obviously at a price.
Ham, obviously, Hamish vs Andy is gathering momentum if we're getting star celebrities to be in the audience. This week, it was all about mates racing. Yeah. Ham and I have enjoyed hanging out with each other.
Loved it.
But we felt like finding friends is what gap years are all about.
Yeah.
How mates racing works? Well, we have 1 hour. Which one of us could get the most friends within that hour?
Good afternoon from New York City with a surprising spot of sunshine. We meet in Washington Square Park for what promises to be some memorable mates racing. For the rules, here's Ryan Shelton.
Mates racing sees two competitors attempting to make new friends by inviting complete strangers to a designated lunch spot. They have only 5 invitations to give and 60 minutes to do the inviting. At the end of the day, the most new mates wins the race. Back to you.
Thanks, Ryan. Warming up is always critical. A firm handshake and a good smile can be the difference between glory and defeat. The 60-minute time clock is about to begin. And we are mates racing. Andy off to an energetic start, but how will he initiate conversation?
Oh, shoelace.
Wow, fantastic tactics from Lee. The shoelace is a winner every time.
How's the day been?
Decent, yours?
Yeah, pretty good.
Where's you from then?
I'm from Australia.
Sounds like a way of life down there would fit me pretty well.
I think so. We got the top off. You obviously work out. You got the physique.
Look at Lee go. The charmometer is off the charts, but will he issue an invite?
What are you doing for lunch or anything? You got any plans?
He's made a move.
I've got to go barbecue uptown.
Oh, really? Yeah, no problem. I've got a dentist appointment anyway.
Well, that's the classic dentist appointment excuse, a favorite of mates racing.
He was too cool. I mean, of course he had plans.
Blake, meanwhile, has zoned in on a fellow sportsman.
Great forehand, my friend. I noticed you got 2 rackets there. Do you ever play doubles? Like?
Oh yeah, I love doubles.
Do you mind if, I mean...
No, because again, you're too dangerous.
Maybe then, what are you doing later for lunch? Do you want to grab a bite to eat? I'll probably be there about 1 o'clock.
I can't guarantee that.
The invitation is in sight.
Can't guarantee you'll be there at 1?
No.
That's all right. All right, well, I gotta go take my dentist hunting.
Sloppy use of the dentist excuse there, but he did manage to successfully retract the invite. Ryan Shelton's on the ground.
Disappointing you didn't get the invite. How do you feel?
A little disappointed, but that's life.
What a good sport and a great physique. Lee now approaching an older potential friend.
Mr. Johnson?
Sorry?
Is it Mr. Johnson?
No.
Oh, you just look exact.
Mr. Johnson?
Another classic mates race maneuver from Lee, the old
Andy?
Mr. Johnson.
Andy, I'm Dudley.
Dudley. Lovely to meet you, Dudley.
What are you doing, Andy?
Dudley looks to be well into his 80s. That's an age differential of some 50 years. Some would say an unlikely friendship.
Do you want to grab a bite to eat? Would you like to come to lunch?
No, waiting for my wife.
Oh.
You know that place?
If there's a chance for you to come past for a drink.
If I can, I'll be there.
If you can, I'll give you this then, 1 o'clock.
I know where it is.
He knows where it is, and against all odds, an invite has been issued. Meanwhile, Blake loves working the fountains. His fountain small talk, in fact, is second to none.
Heck of a fountain, isn't it? Great fountain. What's your name? Mark. Mark. Hamish. How's it going? And Sherry? Mark and Sherry. What are you guys doing for lunch?
Oh, don't tell me. Blake's motioning the double invite.
1 o'clock I got a table for. Yeah? All right, great. 1 o'clock.
Yes, there it is. The double invite. A huge mates race risk early on from Blake. Well, you can see here Andy has issued just the 1 card and Hamish the 2 during that electric double invite.
Got him with the old helping out a mate find a ball trick.
Is there anything Andy Lee won't do?
Is this your ball?
That's the one.
What's your name, man?
Gagan.
Gagan. Andy.
Andy, thank you, man.
Hey, pleasure, man. What are you doing later on? Like at 1 o'clock?
I have 2 kids, so...
Do you want to bring them for lunch?
Where are you guys going?
It's Burger Place. And,
oh, I know where it is.
Yeah. Like in 20 minutes, bring the kids, it'll be great.
Okay.
Andy issues another invite, and this one looks promising.
Whoops.
Hamish, meanwhile, has brought out a tried and tested mate maker, the Frisbee.
Did that almost hit you? Did that almost hit you? Did this almost hit you?
Oh, no. Blake seems to have hit a challenging language barrier.
Yeah. What's your name?
Nicolo.
Nicolo. Hamish, how's it going?
Will the Frisbee be the common bond he so desperately needs?
I'm about to go and have lunch. It's great. I have a table there for 1 p.m. Come, you should meet us.
Maybe.
You should, though. Definitely. It will be great. You'll come.
Okay, maybe...
Definitely. Definitely, Nicola.
Desperation from Blake to befriend the Italian. And with only 10 minutes remaining, Lee is putting it all on the line.
You gonna grab lunch or anything? There's a place down the road, Bear Burger. Don't let me down on that one.
Across the park with only minutes remaining, Blake is also giving it his all.
What do you say, 1 o'clock?
Well, I don't want to shake hands, because that's...
Wow, he's having real trouble closing this deal.
I'm gonna shake up, kids. Okay.
Oh, Blake seals it with a kiss.
Oh, you smell good.
Thank you. It's sunscreen, mostly.
Only seconds left. I don't know what Andy can possibly do here.
How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
You and I should have lunch today. We could be the best mates ever.
I actually have lunch plans, but...
1 o'clock. Thanks, Bobby.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Amazing buzzer beater from Lee. Let's cross down to Ryan Shelton, who's with Hamish.
Sorry to interrupt. Great race. How do you feel you went?
Oh, yeah, no, pretty good, mate. Good. Threw a lot of invites out there.
How are you feeling? Confident?
Very confident. Bobby, Dudley, if he doesn't need a hip replacement, will be here. I'm pretty confident I've got 2 at least.
Good luck. Back to you guys. Guy.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. It's just me up here. Well, there you have it. The invites are out. The scene is now set. Only one question remains. Who will have the most friends? And who will be crowned the Mates Racing Champion? Stay tuned, sports fans. Welcome back. The tension here is palpable as we wait to see who will make the most new mates. There's only a 15-minute time window for these potential mates to arrive within. It's anyone's race at this point. Oh, right off the bat, it looks like movement at the entry.
Yes.
That double invite has paid big dividends for Blake. A crushing blow for Lee, as the replay clearly shows.
This is what friends are.
Blake rubbing it in. Oh, Nicolo, the Italian stallion, has also arrived. Who knew if he understood a word of what Blake was saying, but here he is. What a play. Lee in deep trouble.
You guys go about your friendly business.
You're a bit left out in the cold, are you?
Ouch. Harsh but fair. Lee now desperate to get 1 on the scoreboard.
How do you say 0 in Italian?
Zero.
0. You have 0 compadres.
And arrogant Blake begins ordering some food.
Just a few things to start off with.
But is interrupted by Lee's first friend.
My old friend. How are you?
Maybe Blake should be ordering some humble pie. Let's get a score check. Hamish a big lead with mates Mark, Sherry, and Nicolo. And of course, Andy just the 1 in Gagan. But as we know, anything can happen in mates racing, as it seems to be right now, because that unlikely friendship we talked about earlier is nearly a reality.
Dudley! Good man! Attorney-at-law, thank you very much.
With Dudley and Gagan already secured, Andy nervously checks his watch as he really needs a Michael or a Bobby right now. Blake, on the other hand, is looking very confident. This race is certainly his to lose.
Yes, Melody's here!
Incredible! Melody from nowhere! With that, Blake takes an unbeatable lead while Lee is left to contemplate what might have been. And as Melody takes her seat, this race is nearly over. 3, 2, 1.
We've done it! We've done it! All right!
There it is, fans. Hamish is your Mates Racing Champion. Disappointment for Lee. Ryan is with him now.
What's the feeling on this side of the table?
Look, pretty glum. Pretty glum. I've made a great new friend in Dudley.
Absolutely. Because he speaks English.
Yeah.
Nicola doesn't speak English. I don't know what he's talking about.
And how is Nicolo feeling after the win?
No, I feel good. I feel good. I don't understand everything because my English isn't so bad. I don't remember his name, but he's a good friend.
Well, to be honest, I only picked up half of that, but it's great to have him here. What a win.
Yes, what a win indeed. And as new friends enjoy free food, old friends enjoy a warm embrace. Thanks for watching. So long, everybody.
All right, Ando.
Well done.
Still letting Andy be in our group.
It's not official yet, of course, Ham, until it goes up onto the scoreboard.
Very expensive scoreboard standing by Jack the Butler.
You're winning, Hamish.
Thank you.
Brutal. We went on safari again this week.
And the reason you and I are military men dressed as cowboys is because this week on safari we went all the way to California to meet possibly the weirdest thing in California, if you haven't gone backstage at Disneyland. It is a German guy that set up a Wild West reenactment village just for him and his mates in the middle of the desert. That's pretty much it, just so they can shoot guns and hang out being ex-Germans and current cowboys. So, this is what America's all about, Ando.
I don't think it is.
German guy in the desert building a Wild West village.
We'd travelled 5 hours by plane and 3 by car to arrive in the middle of nowhere. We'd officially entered the Wild Wild West. Yeehaw.
No, do it properly.
Yeehaw!
It's great to meet you.
I call you Whiskey and Brandy, not Hamish and Andy.
Is that
okay?
Do we call you Schnapps because you're German?
You can call me anything you want to call me.
This is the owner, creator, and self-appointed sheriff of the town, German Pete.
Can you just explain to us what is the White Horse Ranch?
Well, I bought the place 12 years ago to do Old West reenactments with my friends and, you know, go out, shoot, party.
So how many friends do you have that was so into Western reenactments that you decided...
A lot.
A lot.
Peter, did anyone turn to you and say, you're crazy?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
And you shot them because that's the Wild West way, right?
That's what it is.
What was an unknown playground for Peter and his friends has now become a partially known place for tourists to come and take photos.
I know you're expecting a busload of tourists today. You're going to do a reenactment for them. What are the chances of us being part of the reenactment?
Because he could be.
We probably don't have enough time.
This was the first of many signs that Pete didn't really want us in the show that day.
I feel that I could maybe be, what are those busty women in the saloons called?
I don't know.
Get your hands off my girl.
This is my first casting couch.
You don't need your gun.
You're lucky.
He went to shoot you for touching my breast. This is the Wild West.
Pete didn't exactly agree to us being in the show, but we headed to Wardrobe anyway, where we met Pete's wife.
So you want to be a lady? Seriously?
It's what I was auditioned for.
Okay.
What do you reckon, Ando?
I think you'd be a wonderful Bucky Wedge.
As a busload of French tourists arrived, the show's 2 new stars felt ready to go.
You are the least attractive I've ever seen you.
Oh, no.
And just to be honest, I've never seen you attractive, but you're the least
I have
attractive.
dropped my shawl. I guess I'm going to pick it up. That's called advertising.
Shut the door when you're done, guys.
Yeah.
Shut the door when we're done. Is that a euphemism, or because you saw me bend over?
She's very disinterested.
In fact, they all seemed disinterested in us, because during the planning of the reenactment, we didn't seem to be included at all.
I'm going to blow up Hawk. Hawk's going to go back there and we do the usual, and that's it.
So what do we got, like? 15 minutes till showtime. We don't really know what we're doing in the show yet, but...
I don't know what character I am. You've made up your own character, which is just Slutty McGee.
Slutty? I'm charging for it, you pig.
Knowing that Germans are susceptible to kinky women, I thought maybe I'd try and seduce our way into the show.
Are we just hanging out over there by the pans, or...?
Yeah, I guess so. I really...
Are we going to give these people a bit of a show?
It's not very much of a show.
Pete, I got the garter. So I got a secret weapon, I'm just saying. Why don't you put it in the show?
The crowd arrived, German Pete started the show, and Andy and I were still wondering how we would fit in.
Haim and I feel like kids that aren't allowed to do anything, and I've only been given 1 bullet for the show, and I'm going to use it on Haim, obviously.
And after an hour of pretty amazing reenacting, to our surprise, we actually got a call-up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hamish and Andy.
Oh, thank you so much. Too kind, too kind. Thank you, Peter.
And 3, 2, 1, do you want to call action, Pete? Y'all call action, and we just like jump right into it. Action!
Great.
Oh no, it's Billy the Kid. What's my favorite customer doing here? Billy? William? Oh! That's not nice! Billy! I'm pregnant with your child.
He wouldn't be. I'd never go for her.
Thank you. That's acting. Don't look up my skirt. I'm just gonna have to lunge to get up. Okay. Okay, thank you. Oh.
We'd been a triumph. And though it appeared like the tourist bus couldn't leave quick enough,
y'all come back.
Haim did finally find a male interested in him.
Well, well, after all that, joke's on you, isn't it, little man? Because I did pick up, so I'll see you back in the city. Come on, Steve, was it?
I don't know who's done worse. I really don't know who's done worse.
All right, we got to find somewhere a bit private. Oh, you're fasty. You're really chasing me.
Let's get into it,
We
Ando.
are so excited to tell everybody about this.
A delicious slice of Hollywood tonight.
We stumbled across these guys a while ago. We didn't realise how big the business actually was until this week.
This has to be our favourite part of Hollywood. They're a company that makes almost blockbuster films. What they do is they wait till a huge film is coming out, then they rush into production and make a film with a similar sounding name, hoping that people will get confused and accidentally rent their film.
Hollywood, Warner Brothers, Paramount Pictures,
a sign.
Ooh, a bigger sign.
A-list celebrities.
Glitz and/or glamour.
None of that existed at the Asylum Studios where we were visiting.
This is where the magic gets stolen.
This is where dreams are made.
Recreated.
Dreams with a Z. So it's not the same as dreams. What's the biggest seller?
What's been the big one for Asylum?
Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus.
Bloody good film.
And this guy is Steven Spielberg and George Lucas all rollerbladed into one.
How's it going, guys?
Hey,
on wheels.
Andy. Everyone meet Mockbuster founder David Latt.
Nice skates.
Thank you.
Give me a second. All right.
Anything else?
No worries.
He's on skates.
How many films have you guys made?
We've made roughly about 100 movies.
And almost half of them have Mega in the title, because you got Mega Piranha, Mega Shark versus Mega Octopus, Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus, Mega Fault.
Yes.
There's a lot of megas.
There's a lot of megas. Let's put it this way, at the Asylum, if it didn't sell well, we wouldn't do another one. So,
As we rolled on, a familiar film caught our eye.
Let's take, for example, Transmorphers here.
This predates the Mega series of movies. This was all when we were doing primarily mockbusters. Mockbusters is a term, is a genre of film that I guess we created, which is nice, of taking a studio film and producing a film with similarities and marketing it in a way that makes us want to take a shower in the morning.
Do you think it's possible someone might have gone to the shelf accidentally thinking that was Transformers?
No.
Okay.
We followed David through his warehouse and found out he even shoots his films here.
What film is this from?
This is from probably every film that has a jet film.
We're flying at breakpoint altitude. Any lower could endanger the mission.
Endanger the mission? You mean endanger yourself?
But sir...
Get down there and get a proper beat on that beast or I'll have your wings, Colonel.
Well, you sometimes go, we have the jet prop, let's ride a jet in.
Yeah, of course.
While Titanic took 4 years to make, David's films take 4 weeks. With that timeline, he obviously knows his films are gonna have their shortcomings.
The deal with the devil I made was I really want to make movies. I've always wanted to make movies, and I don't care how I make these movies, I'm gonna make the movies. We're probably gonna make 24 movies next year.
Wow.
So
Three Musketeers, is it anything like the other film Three Musketeers?
No, ours is kick-ass, dude.
How's it different?
I don't know, I haven't read the script.
That was a terrific sign that David wasn't that picky, so he sensed it was the perfect chance for us to pitch our own mockbuster scripts.
We think we might have stumbled across a few titles that hopefully Asylum would take a look at.
All right.
Here we go.
First one. You've heard of Superman. Can we give you Superb Man?
Ooh, that looks a no. All right, what about our next one?
What about, instead of Ghostbusters?
Ghost Musterers.
Very similar.
And they sort of muster the ghosts with like a lasso, kind of a magic lasso.
It's not necessarily a word we use a lot in the States, so we'd have to kind of change that.
Who are you going to fax?
Cool.
Ghost Musterers.
But you can still make it like an 80s.
If he doesn't like it, okay, Ham. This one's yours. He loves this one. I got to back him.
Avatari. So it takes the story of Avatar, but here's how you save money. You just do it with Atari graphics. Hit story, classic graphics.
Paul, could you get Micho in here?
Are we serious? We're taking Avatari to the top?
I think
because you can make this for nothing. It's like 10 pixels on the front.
So we're calling him the head of our development, okay?
Yes. You've heard of Avatar?
I've heard of Avatar.
Avatari. So we use Atari graphics, but we make Avatar again.
Hit story,
classic graphics.
I'm interested.
Bing, bing, cha-ching.
Limousines, money pits.
Golden waistcoats, helicopters, full palm trees. So what we're saying is we've made it. This week on Safari, Ando and I ventured from New York City all the way across in a giant combine harvester.
We flew.
To Washington State. What was happening in Washington State? I'm pretty sure the only event of its kind in the United States. Take a bunch of rednecks, an impossible amount of beer, some old farm equipment, and Andy and I got to be part of our very first combine harvester demolition derby.
We travelled by plane to the state of Washington.
I had 16 packets of nuts.
Then by car for another 3 hours.
3 packets of chips.
To a town called Lynn to compete in the annual Combine Harvester Demolition Derby.
For non-wheat farmers, if there is any of you, this is a combine harvester, and this is what they do with them.
We've told them that we can drive.
Yeah, so
I reckon it's our first mistake.
Dodge any questions that relate to skill, previous combine harvester experience. We just gave them a lot of Australia. It's the wheat growing nation. We all drive combine harvesters to school.
It was Brian and Chad that were going to help us get a combine ready to be smashed. You might be the biggest man ever.
Chad, you're enormous. You're enormous. You're going to look like you're Gandalf on camera.
This our baby.
Yep. This is your sweetheart.
She was a beauty, although it did have one setback.
You guys are gonna do something that's never been done before. You're gonna do this combine derby without brakes.
We don't need them.
I just thought, these guys are really good at what they do. I thought we better make it interesting.
Was it that, Brian, or couldn't you find one with brakes?
Well, it didn't come with it.
It didn't really seem like safety was the top priority. And, what are the chances of catching on fire?
Don't worry about that. You have a fire extinguisher that does not work.
Let's get her out there.
Looking at the other combines, ours seemed pretty plain. It was time to fix that.
We also had a very Australian name, introducing Peter Harvester Canberra.
Hey, Bri, are we tack welding or arc welding?
Arc welding.
Arc welding, of course. Arr, 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 arr. You guys watch Cool Time? Cool show. Home Improvement.
Why is there a pair of pliers just stuck into the wall here?
Well, that would be the way you're going to turn off your harvester.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, just like a Porsche.
While the weekend's about massive machines, it's also about a massive gathering.
So how much beer did you guys buy for the weekend?
We brought 2,496 cans. It's for us, too.
Yeah, I mean,
we drink it all together.
We just don't want to run out.
Yeah.
This is base camp to Hamish. Do you come in loud and clear?
Yeah, copy that, base camp. Just going to give a beer to Sherpa Tenzing. Just sitting up here on a mountain of beer, looking at a lot of vehicles that are about to be destroyed. And you just think, well done, humans. Well done. The next morning and a few beers later, people were rushing to get the best spots for the Combine Parade, which had a tiny band, a pageant winner, a real-life mermaid, and us. A-U-S! A-U-S! A-U-S!
Well, that wasn't catching on.
We returned to base camp where last-minute reinforcements were going on because it was only 6 hours before the big showdown. Uncle Cal, are you part of our pit crew today?
Yeah, we'll put you back together when you crash.
Is there a medical staff here at all? Or?
No.
Who's the team to beat today?
Jaws is always tough.
Yeah. Ooh, Jaws.
was.
It's no secret that everyone thinks you're one of the teams to beat.
We kind of got that reputation.
But you're the only ones that have T-shirts, so you're sort of like a step ahead.
Would you? Hey, you guys want a T-shirt?
You can't. You're our enemy, Josh. You're our enemy.
But you know, we can give you guys some T-shirts. That would.
Yeah, all right. Afterwards, that'd be really cool. Thanks.
No.
As Josh was the current champion, we asked for the key tactics.
No, you gotta get the back tires off.
Yeah.
You gotta get the back tires off.
Hey, Josh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, mate.
Hey, you guys want some T-shirts? Seriously?
All right, geez, well, you really want us to have some T-shirts. But we had other things on our mind, Ando, like who was gonna drive.
It's pretty clear neither of us really want to go first.
I think we send you out. I think the term's cannon fodder.
As leader and mentor of the team, I thought Andy should drive.
You ready for this?
No.
Brian,
Just having a nervous
Josh
week.
Wills. If there's nothing else, no complaints, issues.
Just, how long do we have to keep the victory speeches? Do we keep them short, or like, how long we got up there when we win? It's like, you don't get it. England's got Dad's army, America has Mum's army.
What a way to kick off the 2011 24th Annual Combine Demolition Derby. You guys ready to have some fun?
Yeah, I'm going to be touched, aren't I?
They're going to touch you real hard.
Cool.
Andy's nervous, but as his mentor, there's nothing I can do for him now. Such a pretty coffin.
I'm genuinely nervous.
Race you to death. You got a head start.
There's no better cliffhanger than certain death. We were minutes away from my mate Andy taking on the Demolition Derby. The crowd were on the edge of their caravans.
Don't cry. Certainly don't stop crying.
This is going to be quite the race, Ham.
Yep.
Making his way into the arena, the number 18, Pete Harvester, Canberra. Andy from South Melbourne, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen.
They call him the Harvester. He eats other harvesters for breakfast and then will eat an even bigger tractor. Bow down before him, all other harvesters, leave now.
Always good to go in low-key, I reckon.
Andy, of course, doing some stretching moves, making sure he's all limber and ready to go.
Here we go.
Heat number 2 underway. Right off the bat, Andy getting a taste of what it's like here. But giving it right back, though. Oh.
Protect your rear, Andy! Protect your rear! We just lost our rating 1. Really wobbly rear end. Andy's being crippled. How many times I have to tell you, Andy, you have an amazing rear. Amazing. You've got to protect that rear.
He's still running. He's still okay. Oh, there went the other side, Andy.
Oh, that was such a good move.
Back and forth, Andy's still moving a little bit.
Local redheads were devastated. I was immobilised.
You'd let down yourself and the whole of Australia.
Well, I think that's a bit much, but yeah, we had to assess the damage.
What's your first thoughts here, Cal?
Well, the back end is gone. Is it bad? I've never seen a rear end bent like that.
It seemed the end of the road for Peter Harvester, Canberra. Brian went on to finish 6th in the demolition.
Chad went on to finish the rest of that mountain of beers.
Josh never managed to give us those T-shirts.
And Hamish and Andy were never seen again. Sad to We're back.
We bumped into something else while we're in LA,
Yeah.
which got you very excited, definitely more than I was, to be honest. But in fact, I'll let you explain it.
Very excited. And I think the whole of Australia will be excited about this. In Los Angeles, there is a place called the Magic Castle. In magician circles, this is a very revered, secretive, honoured place. Now,
And in normal people's circles, no one cares.
Well, no, they care because everyone loves magic. I was a magician till I was 11 years old. I won my Year 6 camp concert and I retired on a high. But I've still always kept an interest into the world of magic. So when we were in Los Angeles, I said to Ando, look, this place, it's secretive, it's prestigious. I found the address. I'm going to take you along as a special treat to show you some magic. He really loved it.
I know this means a lot to you, so how do you want me to play it?
Just, maybe you should be a stooge.
What do you mean?
Because if I get called up to do magic, maybe you'll have you there, in the yellow hat.
Yeah.
What's your name, Andy? You stay back here. Next time you see me, you'll be holding hands with David Copperfield walking through the Great Wall of China. Magical greetings.
Magical greetings to you, sir.
To you, we would just like to go in,
Okay.
perform if possible, but
more in than me, to be honest.
Well, we are a private magicians club.
I understand that. I am also a magician.
Are you a member here?
I am not a member, semi-retired.
We cannot let you in unless you're not a member, and we also have a very strict dress code.
We've come from New York, and then before that, Australia.
I'm so sorry.
That's a firm no.
It's a firm
Seems firm. The no seems firm.
Okay. Have a magical evening.
Okay.
Okay.
He's not allowed.
No, yeah, so we went in and it was really good and I met some magicians and they were all like, you're the best, be in the club.
You're allowed to cheer that. It was pretty funny.
That night, the Magic Castle awoke a sleeping wizard. A sleeping magical giant, Ando.
And was so upset about not getting in that he had and has become obsessed with trying to get into this castle. Now,
when they put a straitjacket on Harry Houdini, did he just say, oh, that's it, I guess I'll have no arms forever? No, it inspired him to do magic, and that's what they did to me, Andy. They straitjacketed me.
Well, yeah.
I don't do that kind of magic, though, mostly card stuff.
No, I think it's quite a nerdy pursuit. I still was a little annoyed that we weren't allowed in, so the very next morning, we started our mission to try and get in behind those secret doors.
Are you allowed here during the night?
No.
Do you know anyone
Even
that's
though you work here, they don't let you inside?
Yeah. In the night, I never been here in the night.
I will get in.
You haven't been in the castle before?
They wouldn't let me in. We tried to go last night, we're not members, so they wouldn't let us in.
Well, naturally they wouldn't let you in. You gotta have an invitation, you pea-brain.
Obviously, we had a lot to learn.
Maybe a little bit to learn, so I found someone that could spill the beans, or as we say in magic, release the dove from the sleeve.
Rob.
Hello.
It's an honour. Hamish.
Hamish,
how are you, my friend?
I'm good.
Rob Zabrecki is one of Hollywood's best-known magicians and a fixture at the Magic Castle every week. He knows about their secrets, their myths, their mythical secrets, and hopefully, how to get me in.
I'm sort of an amateur magician looking at perhaps verging on professional, and I heard that, you could be part of the Magic Castle, like part of the...
Not so fast.
How do I become a performing magician?
That's what you want to do. The magician members have to audition. If you're a magician member, you have access to a huge library at the Academy of Magical Arts, which lives in the... Did you get down in the basement there and get a chance to see any of that?
We couldn't get in?
You couldn't get in, of course not, so you didn't see it. 4,000 books, thousands of hours of videotape, lecture notes. You go
all
in...
the secrets.
All of the secrets. And essentially...
That's what I wanted to become part of the club for, all the secrets.
Rob, how long will it take him to get a routine up, like a good enough routine to learn? Just because let
me answer that question for you, Rob. I don't know, will it take an hour? Will it take half an hour? Will it take a quarter of an hour?
Get me in. Were you impressed by that, Rob?
That's sort of disgusting, isn't it?
The 25-cent piece trick was very good, but would it be enough to get me in?
Will you put in a good word for him, do you think, or hard to vouch for him at this stage?
Hard to vouch for him at this stage.
So I guess it looks like I thought I retired at the end of year 6, but maybe I'm coming out of retirement. It worked. I'm back in the magic game.
You have no idea how panicked he was to do that. Before the show tonight.
No, stay calm. Don't reveal anything.
Don't reveal
Before the
something.
show tonight, I did nothing, and I did not burn my arm.
We were in the...
I'm back. I pledge there is an audition in 2 weeks. I will go to the magical castle. The magic castle. And I'll
follow him.
I will audition. Jack, would you please put it on R2-2-Do?
Yeah.
Audition to become a magical member at the Magic Castle.
Good luck, Hamish. You're a great magician, and I'd know. I'm a robot.
Thanks, R2-2-Do. Hamish playing a magician. I'd buy that for $1 or 25 cents.
If you like that, click here.
Did you like that one, Ham?
I did.
Yeah, same. You'll like this next one better.